The tree, you can hear it inside. Who's gonna open it up?
We stayed at our Airbnb last night. I think it was night 3. It's hard to keep track at this point. We're in the beautiful Costa Rican mountainous area. There are no crazy spiders here like there were on the Caribbean. That's a good thing. We all just had our great morning cup of Costa Rican coffee, black, because we've learned our lesson. They do not have coffee on the go here. So made sure to get coffee and made it, and we're off to start our day.
The average speed on highways is roughly 40 miles an hour, but accidents still happen. So the locals and I decided we were going to go take the side roads, but we ended up getting stuck on a hill. Even the buses were trying to get past, and eventually we made it up and through the side jungle that we were experiencing at the time. Now, back to the road on happy days.
The local and much healthier than our version of fast food restaurants are called sodas. A typical breakfast will include gallo pinto, which is rice and black beans, eggs, plátanos, which are fried plantains, and often a protein of choice. You'll often see Lizano hot sauce bottles to add a little bit of spice to the dishes. You live off this stuff. I stand corrected. They do have coffee to go. Sometimes. Tell me something, love. Where did we just eat?
I don't know. It was delicious.
Well, why did we stop here?
Well, wherever you see locals gathering to eat, that's where you eat, regardless.
Fortuna Waterfalls. It cost us 23,184 colones, which is like 36 bucks. They say it's only 536 steps. The audio wasn't quite working during this portion, but what we're trying to convey here as we're treading water at the base of the Fortuna Waterfall is just how amazed and mesmerized we are by our entire experience in Costa Rica leading up to and including this point. Just goes on forever. This is Arenal Volcano, and this is a private reserve, and this reserve is committed to preserving the biodiversity present in the land over here. There are 2 trails, 3 viewpoints, and lava flows, and this preserve has been here since 1968. This volcano is considered active. However, the more recent eruptions have only blown smoke and nothing more.
Walking through the hills, you couldn't help but be mesmerized by the wonderful scenery. So much so that Tasha broke a knee just bowing down to its greatness.
After a few days of adventure, lots of road trip time, and lots of traffic, we opted to treat ourselves to a nice dinner and hot springs fed by the local volcano at Tabacon Hot Springs.
You need a fork?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Tenderloin. Buen provecho. Tenderloin, sea bass, and sea bass, or corvina, and burger. Tabacon Hot Springs was a treat for us all, and there was no better way to finish the full day than with a nightcap and some good Z's. The next morning, we decided to split up directions. One car continued on with the original plan to visit another beautiful waterfall and spelunking in the Venado Caves. As much as we would have loved to join them, my knee and ankle were a bit beat up from my tumble the day before, and it was a wiser decision to not go spelunking in damp caves with an open wound. Wendy, Taylor, Ruben, and I slept in a little, had a nice breakfast, and moseyed our way around Lake Arenal. A family of Caramundi decided to greet us on our drive to the westernmost tip of the lake.
Yeah, you read her mind.
Ruben tried his hand at some fishing, but the wind was not in our favor. So we chilled a bit. Here are a few highlights from Brian, Vince, Trisha, and Sammy's adventure. I'm really bummed to have missed this, but glad we didn't go because I would have held the group back from all of this exploring. Plus, my big Monero head probably would not have made it through this portion.
I'm like, my head's stuck.
Your head stuck?
Where's my feet?
Your feet are, yeah, you get your feet through the hole, yeah. What happened? You stuck?
Yeah.
What, like, you're hooked on something, or? You're good?
Meanwhile, we were experiencing our own version of Pura Vida. After a few detours, we finally found our Airbnb with the $1 million view. We rounded out the evening with some vino tinto from Chile, the rest of our adventure buddies, and settled in preparation for tomorrow's adventures.
It's tricky! Tricky.
We love being able to share our adventures with you and truly appreciate you taking the time out of your swiping left and right to hang out with us for a bit. We have a few more Costa Rica videos coming up, so if you want an update on when we post next, click that subscribe button. Buenas noches!